Allie, you can raise your hand. We will start with Eric Wilson.
Allie, how are you?
All right. How are you?
Well, I'm all right. They say all good things must come to an end, but this one I think hits kind of hard. Just talk to me about the team's mindset right now with this loss.
Yeah, we're just frustrated. We had a good opportunity with the Commissioner's Cup to get this win and keep our streak going. So it's just frustrating, more so just how we played rather than like losing a Commissioner's Cup and breaking the streak. If you lose and you play a good game, it's one thing, but I just feel like how we lost is frustrating.
Can you kind of expand upon, in your eyes, what were some of the factors that determined this loss?
Their big three, the big three that they have at this moment, all got off. The three players you don't want to get off all got off, and offensively, we didn't score. We didn't move the ball. We turned it over, and those are all kind of the recipes to get the result we got.
Gotcha. Thanks, Allie.
No problem.
Annie Costable, sometimes.
Hey, Allie, what would be your assessment of the lack of rhythm on offense? Was it, them coming out and defensively getting you guys out of rhythm right away, or how would you assess today's shooting percentage and, lack of rhythm on offense?
Yeah, I think they're kind of known for defense and being physical, and we just didn't match it. We didn't start good. We've been kind of struggling to start good, I think, against them in the last two games. So I think it was just a matter of us getting what we wanted and not letting their physicality disrupt us. And unfortunately, we didn't do that.
You had a big shot to end the first half. So when your team is kind of struggling to find that spark, to find that rhythm, how do you mentally keep yourself in a place where, you could knock down a big shot like that and give your team some momentum?
Just confidence. I know that I can always do that. I know that I'm always confident to put the ball in the basket. So regardless if we're up, down, I'm just ready to score. It's my job.
Thanks, Allie.
No problem.
No Wilkes.
Hey, Allie, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I just want to ask you. You guys have like almost a quick turnaround. You guys played Dallas on Wednesday. What must you guys take from this game to improve on to get the win in Dallas?
I think we know exactly what we have to do. We have to pass the ball more. We have to get more than, I think we had 13 assists. I mean, any team that has 13 assists and 18 turnovers or 19 isn't going to win. So, we have to do that on offense, and we have to, contain their scores. They have a lot of good scores in Dallas. So it's just a combination of both of those things.
Thank you, Allie.
No problem.
James K.
Hey, Allie, thanks for your time. I know today it was a tough outcome, obviously, but you have been on a tear lately coming off of the bench for this team, being one of the lead scorers. I'm just curious how it's been transitioning from like starting the previous seasons to, coming off this bench as the Spark Club. Like, how has that been for you so far?
It's been all right. Just something I've been used to in previous years. So I just try to stay ready on the bench, stay warm, and whenever my number's called, just be ready to do whatever I would do, even if I was starting. So my role doesn't really change. It's just to come and be that offensive spark. And just give us an outside presence.
Absolutely. In a game like today, I mean, you guys aren't going to be perfect all the time. And do you feel like this team is in a good place offensively? Just, I think over the last 7 games, you have shot pretty much 40, 50, 90. I mean, do you feel like you're in a good place outside of this loss today? Excuse me?
Yeah, I think so. But it's just, they're one of the better teams, especially when they get JJ back. So it's a big test, if they're one of the top 3 teams, probably top 4 with us, in my opinion. And, that's the kind of defense you're going to get in big games and in playoffs and big time games. So I feel like we have to be more consistent against those better teams. It's easier to do it against the bottom teams. So I think that we have to just grow in that aspect to when we do play, the big time teams, like we can step up and match that.
Absolutely. Thank you, Sally.
No problem.
One more question for Allie. Allison Moran.
Hey, Allie, how you doing today?
All right, could be better.
Good. Still smiling determinedly. So that's important. When you're playing Dallas a little bit later this week, are there any positives that you're going to be taking in from this game? No.
Honestly, no. I mean, any tough moment is a lesson. So the positive is that we need to learn a lesson and just, stay together. The positive is that we know exactly what we need to do to play better, and we just got to do it then.
Can we chalk today up to just an off day for the Sky and you'll regroup basically?
Yeah, I mean, we got to have that mentality, have a balance of just being positive and, physically going out there and changing what just happened. So I think we'll be all right.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Ellie.
No problem. Thank you.
Thanks, Ellie.
Hi, Ruthie. Thanks for joining us. We will start with Eric Wilson.
Ruthie, just wanted to get your thoughts on today and just how you thought the team played as a whole.
I think we definitely had our highs and lows. We just didn't come out with intensity, I think. Yeah.
And then, short turnaround time. You played Dallas on Wednesday. Is there something you can take from this game to kind of, say we need to focus on this the next couple of days to make sure that we don't make those same mistakes again?
Yeah, every time you lose, you take a lot of lessons away from the loss. So I think we're going to learn from it, all of us. We're going to come into Dallas ready to go.
Appreciate it, Ruthie. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
No Wilkes.
Hey, Ruthie, how you doing?
Good.
Even with the lows this game, you always seem to be a instant spark off the bench. And you almost are always efficient. I just want to get your thoughts on your game. And I just want to end the question with All-Star voting ends today. So if you can tell the people why Ruthie Hebert should be an All-Star. I got a smile from Ruthie. If you could tell the people why you should be an All-Star, let me know.
I like to be a spark off the bench. I like to come in and bring energy. I think that it's fun to come in a game and, see people's body language change and just, play harder. So I like to be the spark off the bench. And like you said, I try to be efficient every game. So I think that's the thing that can make me an all-star. Being a spark and also just trying to be efficient and make as many shots as I can.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
One more question before we bring in James. Allison Grant.
Thanks, Kelly. And Ruthie, you have been doing so well and making that case for the All-Star selection this year. Wanted to find out from you, when you're looking at playing Dallas, what do you think is going to be your biggest challenge?
Every team in WNBA is a good team. Every team has their night. So I think, like me personally, I just got to come in with energy. We're on this 2-week road trip, but everyone goes on road trips. Everyone knows how hard this league is. So just coming with the same energy. I come in at home. I tried to do that. So just coming with energy and hopefully helping this team out.
Does that seal your deal for the All-Star team, or what do you think?
I have no idea. We'll see.
Perfect. Thank you so much. We'll have
Thank
James
you,
up next.
Ruthie.
Eric Wilson, we'll start with you.
Hey, Coach. Good evening. I know this isn't how you wanted the game to go, but I know you haven't looked at the tape yet.
Yeah.
What is one thing that you are taking from this game to say we need to work on between now and Wednesday?
Well, we didn't execute the schemes that, first of all, that we had in place. I think we have started off at a better rhythm. It's 3 games in a row that we played against them that we thought we could get back in the game. And first 2 games we were able to, but this game they didn't allow us to because they kind of dictated the pace. We have to be more determined in who we are, and we were not tonight.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Coach.
Annie Costable, sometimes.
Hey, James, what's your assessment of the lack of rhythm on offense today? You talked a little bit about pace just now. What's your assessment of that?
Yeah, we didn't run.
All right, thanks.
Nove Wilkes.
Hey, Coach Wade, how you doing?
I know.
The question I'm gonna ask you, you can answer if you want to, but it seems like in the fourth quarter you were upset by some of the calls that the refs were giving you, and it just seems like sometimes during these games, even on this winning streak, that the refs sometimes don't give Chicago the benefit of the doubt like the other teams. If you want to give your input on that, how are you feeling the way this game was officiated? Because it seemed like you were kind of frustrated in that fourth quarter after the Candace Parker block, I will say, when it was a charge on the other end. So I just want to get your input on how you think the refs have been calling the games against Chicago recently.
I don't even remember. Honestly, I don't remember. I don't remember being frustrated with the refs tonight. Yeah, they're doing their job, and that's just, you saw the game.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Allison Moran.
Hi, James.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Dallas coming up. What do you need to be prepared for with the team?
They're a young team that has explosive scores, and we're going to have to defend one-on-one. We're also going to have to try to be as disruptive as possible and not let them be comfortable. But they're a scary team, and we just have to do what we can to be ready for them.
Do you see this game as kind of an aberration, or what do you read about this loss today? Your first in 7 games, by the way.
What does that mean? What does aberration mean? Can you tell me?
Kind of like a hiccup, as opposed
I've always
to.
heard that word, but not used it. But sometimes I use it wrong, so I don't really know.
Oh no.
Do I see it as an aberration? No, I feel like Connecticut was better than we were tonight, and good teams they execute all the time. So we didn't execute, and they had 3 players outscore our entire team. So there's that.
Gotcha. Thanks, James. Get him next time.
We'll head back to you, Annie.
Sorry, I just didn't lower my hand. Thanks, James.
No worries. Okay, thank you, James, and thank you all for joining us. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday.
All right, guys.
Have a great night.